On this episode, we have questions that I'll be answering from the parents in my community, and let's just get right into it. Hello everyone, my name is Miss Esther and welcome to episode 1 of the Ask Miss Esther show. The first question here says, my child throws tantrums in public and it's really embarrassing. Most times, I spank or hit him to calm him down, but it doesn't work and I now look like a bad parent. What should I do? Firstly, I would like you to know that you're not alone in this journey. Like, every parent has had their moments when they get to question themselves and say, am I really a good parent? Like, you do something very grave and you're like, oh my God, is this calling actually for me? Yes, we all have that moment. But there's something I'm going to tell you. When you're faced with a child who's throwing tantrums, you need to be calm because you cannot do anything from a place of rave at that moment, right? Your child is not calm. You as a parent should be calm because there's something calmness does. It doesn't just, help the situation. It also teaches your child how to be calm in situations like this. Okay. Secondly, you need to distract them. Yes, you need to distract them by giving them something to do. Because most times when they are throwing tantrums, is that they need attention or they need something to be busy with. Okay. So when a child is not busy with something or they're just allowed to just flex or do anything, they'll make themselves busy, and making themselves busy is like moving from one place to another, throwing tantrums, like you said, and that's not what you want, especially in the public, right? So if your child is already giving you signs of throwing tantrums in public, all you can do is distract them, give them something that would keep them calm at that moment. And let me tell you something that you really need to know. Tantrums are normal for children, especially when the child is within the age of 2 to 3. Yes, you heard right. It's normal. Let the child throw tantrums. It's a part of the developmental stage, okay? So whenever your child is throwing tantrums, and especially when your child is within the age of 2 to 3, don't feel like, has any demonic spirit come over this child? No, because I hear a lot of things. I hear things like, when my child is throwing tantrums, I start to feel like, is this a child? Because it gets, it can get tough when you see a child throwing tantrums. You'll be wondering, you'll be like, hey, are you really a child? Or is has something come over you? You can even see a child throwing tantrums and hitting their head on the wall. It's that bad. At that point, they're not even about the pains. They just want to express themselves. They want to tell you something, but you're not really understanding it from their own point of view. So they'll do everything in their power to get your attention. So when you find out that child is doing such a thing, please just calm down. Calm down. It teaches the child to also be calm. You're not supposed to be shouting at that point because you're just going to make the whole process or the whole situation chaotic, and that's not what you want, right? Okay, so it's normal for children to throw tantrums. Do you know that there was even a parent that said something about beating a 2-year-old? And I'm like, why did you beat a 2-year-old? Because she said the child was not staying at the place. The child was just, over the place, throwing tantrums and all. I'm like, you're beating a 2-year-old for not knowing what they're even doing in the first place. Like that thing that child is doing, you think they're aware? They're not aware of their actions. Being the parent here and being the bigger person here just, says that you should be calm in such situation. All right. So go meet that 2-year-old, 3-year-old, or that child who is throwing tantrums and do better. All right. So the next question here says, what's the best way to encourage good behavior without resulting to punishment? There are some things my child does that I love. How do I make him do it more often? There's only one answer to this. It's reinforcement, positive reinforcement. I mean, when you've told the child over time to do something, because the truth is, you cannot tell a child to do something once and they listen. Out of 10 situations, let's say one out of 10 situations or 1 out of 10 times will you tell a child to do something and they will listen once and do it. Most times you have to repeat yourself. It's like you have not even said it before. Yes, that's how it is with parenting. When it's like you've told your child, whenever you eat, clear your plate, or whenever you're done playing with your toys, pack up. Whenever you're done doing this one, whenever you're walking in the house, don't walk barefoot, wear your slippers. And it's like they keep repeating that thing. Then suddenly, somebody shouts suddenly. The child now does it without you talking. Don't you think that's a big deal for the child? Well, what you can do for that child at that point is to praise that child. I mean, give that child positive remarks like, wow, well done. You wore your slippers without me having to tell you today. Great job. You packed your plate without me having to tell you today. Amazing. You packed up your toys after playing today. You did well. Just give them positive remarks, and that child is going to feel good about themselves. They will on their own want to keep doing such good behaviors. For my kids, yeah, what I do is sometimes when I'm talking and talking and talking, so there was even a time I told myself, you know what? I think my job as a parent comes with everlasting talk, because I will talk for the rest of my life. There's no time I will not talk. So it's almost like when I keep repeating myself and I'm getting worked up, like I have said this thing over and over and over again, and you keep doing it. Why? So instead of just going there, I just to myself, you know what? I'll just keep talking, because even we as adults, check yourself. There are times when you yourself, you forget things. Like sometimes you know that this is the right thing to do, but you don't do it. It's not because you don't know the right thing to do. It's because you've genuinely forgotten, right? So now for these children, for my kids, like I was saying, when I've told them to do something over and over and they keep doing the same thing, then they now finally do it. My kids come to me and report themselves. It's like they have achieved something. That's like an achievement for them. So like, for example, I tell them, when you're done washing the plates, please mop the floor, because they are going to spill water on the floor, so you have to mop the floor to make the floor look neat. And then every time I go into the kitchen after washing plates, it's like I have to swim in that kitchen because the water is amazing, right? But then there was a time they did it without me talking, and then they came to the room, they were jubilating, they were happy. Mommy, come and see. Mommy, come, I have a surprise for you. And to be very honest, they said they had a surprise for me. And what was the surprise? The surprise was that they mopped the floor very neatly without me having to talk. And there and then, I had to carry the both of them. I was so happy. I was so proud of them. And I let it show. I let them know that I was proud of them. So that next time, they'll remember that and want to do, better next time. Okay? So I think that has answered your question. The next question says, hello, Ma. I want to thank you for all you do. You're welcome. And I want to ask, what's the right age to start potty training? My child is still very young. I just want to be ready ahead of time. Well, I'll first of all start by saying every child is different, okay? Every child is different. If your child could start by 2, another child could start potty training by 3. But what I'm going to tell you is you have to look for signs of readiness. For example, there are children who, when you wear them diaper, they stay almost the whole day without using the diaper. Like they're not peeing on the diaper, they've not pulled on the diaper is just dry. It's just showing signs of readiness that they want something, more mature. I don't know exactly how to put it, but it's like they're not more comfortable using the diaper. You ever see some children trying to pull their diaper down? They want to pull it down, and not like they like to use the potty almost immediately. They want to pull it down and ease themselves on the floor or just somewhere. Okay, so what you can do is when you notice those signs, you can just start by introducing them to what a potty is, what a potty looks like. Have a specific spot where the potty is kept so that they're not confused when they want to wee. Okay, and they're running helter skelter, trying to get the potty out or something. So keep it in a specific point where they know, and it's very easy to access for them. Okay, secondly, use potty training songs like there's one I'm going to sing now. Okay, it's like, when you want to wee, run to the potty. When you want to poo, run to the potty. Just something like that. So it's just like an enchanting song that makes them, love to want to use the potty. It's not like you're trying to put a bowl of eba in their face and telling them you're forcing the child to finish it. It'll be fights. Okay, so try to make it child friendly. Use child friendly songs. Get potty training songs online and sing it to them when you notice signs that they want to use the toilet. I think with these methods, by watching out for signs of readiness, by getting the potty and letting them know that, okay, this is a potty where you want to poo-poo, you use this where you want to wee, you use this, putting the potty in a specific point that is very clear and open, where the child does not have to struggle when they want to wee or poo. And trust me, you're going to do this the first week, second week, and you might not see results. You're going to see them cry. I'm going to tell you my own personal experience. So it's funny. So for my daughter, when we introduced the potty to her, it was like she was going to get lost from that potty. I don't know what goes on in their mind. It's almost like that potty hole is going to swallow them. So like we're trying to put her on the potty and she's struggling not to sit on that potty. And we're like, what's going on? Like, it's just like a chair. So we even had to get, there's this potty that looks like an armchair to make her understand that it's a chair. It's not a hollow pit that's going to drag you in or suck your butt in. It's a chair. So you have to sit and relax. So, but at first, you are just talking to yourself, right? She will want to stand up and go to one corner and poo on the floor. We have to pack it, and it takes patience. Okay, so you have to be very patient. So our kid then would have to pack it, then bring the potty, would model it, like sit on the potty, not doing anything, but like you as an adult, you model, you sit on the potty and let them know that they are safe. The potty is safe for them. Bring them back to the potty, try to put them in. When she started getting comfortable with sitting, guess what happened? She would poo, one, and stand up, look at the poo, and get scared. It's like she's not seeing. She will get scared and tell you that you should please come and pick this one first, throw it away before she continues. Like, you will notice that sometimes she has to go 4 times just before she's done, having a, like, call it a poo moment. Just before she's done having a poo moment. Okay. So, then she would rather want to, poo somewhere else or poo in a diaper, and you can't blame them, Yeah. So, I think with this points, it's just going to like help you get ready, get a potty that is child friendly, use child friendly songs, put in an open space, and encourage the children, model it for the kids, and let them know that they're safe. Okay? And yes, wear your crown of patience because you'll be needing it a lot. All right? I hope I answered your question. All right, so this brings us to the end of this episode on Ask Miss Esther. And yes, I really enjoyed answering your questions. You can keep the questions coming in, okay? And I'll be here to answer them proudly, I think. All right, so thank you once again for joining or tuning in, and see you in the next episode. Bye for now.